Brother, you gotta click it on GRG too. I ain't gonna lie, you got started on GRG too, bro.
But hold on, bro. Hold on.
Bro, Ty hilarious, bro.
I'll be having me weak, bro. Anyways, man, welcome back to another episode of GRG Pod, man. Game recognized game. All that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mama, all that good stuff. We a little short right now. It's me, Ty, Jay. Not sure who else pulling up. Be honest with y'all. Not sure. Usually some folks pop in and out. So we'll see what happens. As of now, though, yeah, I don't think you did it right, brother. It's telling me you ended the whole joint on the Instagram. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, there you go. We locked now.
Okay, baby.
We locked now. And I muted you, so hold on. What you said? Oh yeah, we chilling. Yeah. We locked now. All right, bet. Now, welcome back to GRG. Welcome to another episode of Game Recognized Game Podcast, man. It's me, it's Ty, it's Jay. Gonna have some more people pop in and out probably. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mama, all that good stuff. Listen, it's not free to pod. It is not free. So if you feeling ever so generous and you would like to drop a little, drop a little something nice for the team, you can do that. Now, a lot to break down. A lot didn't happen. Yeah, a lot didn't happen. Ncaa tournament has been very lovely. If some more people pull up, we'll check on the bracket. I mean, we'll check on the bracket before the end of the show anyway. But nonetheless, we'll check on it.
That bracket's good.
Oh yeah. It's done for. But we're gonna look at it and we're gonna break down why it's done for. But for now, Jay, I'll start with you. What has been your favorite game out of the tournament so far?
My favorite game. Ooh. I'll say for me, I'll say High Point in Wisconsin. That was a really good one. Nebraska and Vandy.
Yep.
And then my last one, I'll say what was that game? Iowa and Florida.
Okay. Ty, would you like?
I definitely will go with the High Point and Wisconsin game. I think the end of that game was top notch. Then after that, I ain't gonna lie, that's probably my favorite game so far. The other games is cool, but I think that one game really got me on my seat at the end of the game. Like, oh, but the other games was good still, but they ain't had me as excited as that High Point and Wisconsin game.
For sure. High Point, Wisconsin, Vandy, Nebraska, both are good ones. I'm gonna say mine was St. John's, Kansas. That was very good bump.
Are we sure? Are we saying that because of the ending? Because I'm looking at the full 40 and like, nah, it was nasty hoops in the beginning. If we're being honest though.
On my end, I thought I liked what I seen from both coaches. Sometimes if you look at execute from an execution standpoint, sometimes you can look at games and you can say, boy, these players is not doing what they're supposed to do. But to me, sometimes when you watch a game, if players aren't doing what they're supposed to do on the offensive end, so to speak, what do I go to next? I go to execution. I go to coach's plan. I go to game plan. Are we seeing battles from the coaches within the game? And I thought that for who these coaches are, you talking about two very, very good coaches in itself. And help me out, Jay. Help me out. Patino.
Patino himself.
Yeah. And Bill Self and Rick Pitino, you're talking about very, very good, two very, very good coaches. So what I saw within the game that was being played back and forth between them within the game, I thought that was very good. I thought both of them made adjustments based on what their players was doing. And I thought the ending of the game was very good. And to my point, yes, when you look at that ending, that's probably what made the game. But for me, the fact that Patino even gave that boy the shot, even gave that man the shot at the end of the game, like, to me, speaks volumes to who Patino is as a coach, how much trust he has in his players. Not only that, but the players themselves. That is a player that in the biggest moment said, "Hey, give me the ball." And Rick Pitino said, "The hell are you talking?" And Pitino said, "You know what? Let's do it. But I thought from the jump, like, both of the coaches was battling it out, right? Like, you seen Bill Self throw out some crazy stuff early when he realized what's buddy name on not EGO for
Bryce Hopkins.
No, Dylan Mitchell. When he realized Dylan Mitchell couldn't shoot that ball for real, and he said, "Oh yeah, we finna play up on everybody, and we finna dare that boy to shoot the rock." First thing he did was shoot an air ball. That's what I mean by it's stuff that happens within the game that, like, even if the player's not executing, Bill Self, that was a great adjustment by you very early on. Like you said, EGO for getting off. All right, we finna double backside double him. We finna backside double him. We finna play up on everybody. We finna sag off Dylan Mitchell and dare him to do something. Things was about to get ugly for St. John's. EGO for kept getting off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a lot of things that was going on within the game that I just thought was good. But yeah, that's for me. That was one of my good ones. I know Siena didn't pull it out, but to start the tournament, Duke Siena,
that was a good game. I ain't gonna lie, it was a good game. Like, it showed me that Jerry McNamara, he ready for the ACC, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he's a coach. It showed me that Jerry was a coach. It also showed me that Gavin Doty was a player. It showed me that, you know, anything can happen. But it also showed me, hey, listen, sometimes it's just not enough. It's just not enough. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's your day and it's just not enough. Yeah. What else? I think that's about it, honestly. I think that's about it.
That boy Bill Self, a reporter had asked him, like, do he plan on retiring because, you know, he had health issues.
Yeah.
Like season, he was like he gonna have to sit down and talk to the fam. And it's like seeing an open position, like no funny top, but seeing an open position at Carolina and then maybe seeing that Kansas, like, who's gonna get higher in those spots? Because
you think that Kansas one is really an open position? You know who going there?
Who going there?
Bruh.
Let me know.
This man literally said it was his dream job. Now if they go on a crazy run again this year, I'm talking about Kelvin Sampson in Houston. He said it was his dream job. But if they go on another crazy run, I don't see him leaving. That would be kind of crazy. Yeah. But he did call Kansas his dream job. And if Bill Self just so happens to check out, you know what I mean?
But that's my thing. Like, the only thing that I would say about Sampson that would be like a concern for me is not about money. It's his age. Brother is 70.
Yeah, so but you don't think he would ride off into the sunset? He would take that Kansas job go win, bro. Kelvin Sampson take the Kansas job. They win in the next 3 years, and then he get to go off right off into the sunset.
I can see that.
You give Kelvin Sampson Kansas, bro. He doing what he doing at the University of Houston, dog. Let's just be clear. Like he doing what he doing.
He there for real Franklin's sake. He built it brick by brick over there.
Yeah, no, facts though.
Like, come on, like he go over there, he go do what he doing, and then he open up that Houston job for somebody else. Somebody else get the Houston job now. See if somebody else can do what he did with the Houston job. Now he take the Kansas job. He go there. They gonna win in the next 3-4. They gonna win, and then he ride off into the sunset because of his age, like you said. But Ty, speaking of what Jay was just talking about, want to get to you. I mean, UNC fires Hubert Davis, and you said something in the chat that I don't necessarily agree with, but I'll let you go ahead and talk this thing out. Talk about what's going on over there at UNC, bro.
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised. Like when you blow a 19-point lead to VCU, it was bound to happen, and it's a collective of things over his 5 years with the program. But the only point I make with the firing is if Caleb doesn't get hurt, he doesn't get fired. That's the only thing I'm saying.
That's the part I disagree with.
But this is the thing. I was researching earlier, and they were saying like a little over 3 weeks ago, his job was safe. His job became unsafe after he blew the game versus VCU, and then the post conference after the game rubbed a lot of people wrong, and ultimately that is what got him fired. I can't say nothing. I don't think he was up there, but he was calling a group chat during the game. I was hot watching them boys. Listen, man, watching them boys come back, and it's like obviously being a Virginia boy, VCU not too far from the crib, so it's like on one hand, it's like you happy for him because it's like I've been over there, I've been around the campus, whatever. Then it's like North Carolina, bro. What are we doing? And it would make it worse. Like I was telling Jay today, we let the same person cook you the entire second half. It wasn't like a collective unit beating you. We giving the ball to the same person. We getting the screen. We putting the same defender in the same action. One, bucket. And we don't do nothing. That's my biggest issue. I can't speak for the missed layups and all that stuff on the other side. But that anyway. But the thing is, I think it all goes back. I was researching some stats. I think this what matters too, right? So in 22-23, we became the first team that was ranked number 1 in the preseason to miss the tournament. Problem number 1. We are 48-2 all time in tournament games, but leading by double-digit points. We have lost 2 games. Both of those 2 games have occurred while Davis has been the coach. The championship game, his first year, we were up 15 and ended up losing to Kansas, I believe. Might have not been Kansas. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But then the VCU game. Those 2 things are bad for him. It was bad for him. Like, when you read like that, it's like, man, you can't overcome that, especially at a prestigious program like North Carolina. What I will also say, he's the only coach in North Carolina history to win 20-plus games in every year he coached. So there's some good things and good and bad things with him. But I'm not mad that he's gone. Like, I felt the writing was going to be on the wall one way or another eventually. I just don't know if we get to this conclusion if Caleb's healthy. If Caleb doesn't get hurt at all, they're probably a higher seed. I'm not saying they make a run in the tournament. They probably get higher than the 6th seed if he plays the whole season, and things look a little different after that. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but all in all, you got to win, bro. That's the name of the game, especially when you coach at North Carolina. Any of the Blue Bloods, you got to win, and he won't doing that. At the end of the day, only 1 ACC title in his 5 years. That, you know what I'm saying? And when you look to your rivals like Duke, and they're good every single year, and like you're going through these ups and downs, it's not a good look for you. So like I can't say too much. I'm just hesitant on the firing because it's like I said, if Caleb doesn't get hurt, he doesn't get fired. So like I just don't know how we kind of go from there to this.
I think the problem looms largely based in the fact that when you talk about this being a blue blood, when you talk about this being UNC, I think when you talk about situations like that, that situation makes sense if we're talking about another school. I think when you're talking about UNC, it boils down to, does this feel like the UNC that you're used to seeing, the blue blood that you're accustomed to having? And while Hubert Davis has been there, you gave a lot of stats, some good, some bad. The one that you gave was that he's never won less than 20 games. And while that may be true, I think the problem with that is that kind of almost lives. I was about to say it kind of lives in mediocrity, because that's the baseline if you're UNC. I think it's one of those things where, and I hate this argument, but it's one of those things where people make the argument that like in the NFL, like I'd much rather just be ass, bro. Like I'd much rather just be bad. Like, because otherwise, like, let me go get a draft pick. Let me go. Now, obviously, those things ring different in the NCAA because it ain't no draft picks. Like, you want to be good every year because you want to still be able to convince recruits to come to your school. But my point is it lives in mediocrity almost. It lives in the shadows of Roy Williams. It lives in the like, is he gonna be the next guy? And I think like you said, when you look to other things, such as you look across the street and you look at what Duke is doing, Duke isn't living in mediocrity. I think it was you that brought up the other day, when we was kind of having this conversation about UNC, that like they won a national championship like sometime before Duke has in the past couple of years or whatever, something like that. I don't remember exactly what you had said, but you said that he had been to a national championship as a coach. And I think all of those things ring true. I think it's just the problem becoming is more recently than not, and more frequently than not, I should say, like, it don't feel like UNC. When you look at UNC, you like, it don't feel like what I'm expecting from who UNC is supposed to be. And I don't think he ever gave people that feeling. I don't think he ever did. Now, if I'm Hubert Davis, I'm bringing a different tone, because I'm like, hey, bro, I'm saying all of those things that you just said. I ain't never lost under 20 games. I've had a few of the nation's top recruits come in. But what did you do with them? Like, what did you do with those things? I don't know. It's just never felt like UNC. And I don't think that's something that UNC is looking forward to. And I also think if you don't fire him, UNC's biggest question was, where are we going to go from here? Like, are we going to keep going down this same road where we're like a decent team that makes the tournament and then, nothing really that great happens? Like, we're just kind of here. Like, I think for UNC, that's not really like, it's not really who we want to be,
and that's a valid point, right? The perception around the school, especially the basketball program, is not what it used to be. That's a fact. Nobody's denying that. But my question is, who do you hire is going to bring that feeling back? Because I don't think there's many you can hire to be like, yeah, man, UNC basketball is back, unless they win. Like, winning solves all those problems. But it's like, what do we do when you hire this coach, right? So say if you have a decent year again and you lose in the first round in 2 straight years, you gonna fire that coach too? Because now, what is the standard, right? If we firing coaches for making the tournament and losing in the first round, cool. Obviously, that's not the only reason he got fired, but it's a collective of things, and that's one of the reasons. You hire a new coach, and say he makes the tournament, say if he coaches 5 years and he loses in the first round 3 of his years, he gonna lose his job too? I mean, I would expect so, but I'm just trying to figure out where is the baseline for success at. Because when you have a coach when you have a coach that goes to a natty, or he plays in a natty, his team plays in a natty. They had a Sweet 16 run. They lost to Alabama that year, if I'm not mistaken. And like the other year has been whatever. So like, I get it. It's just, especially in this day and age, college basketball hasn't changed. I don't think. I just like I say, unless you get like they were looking into Billy Donovan. There's rumors that he's gonna step down from the Bulls job. So they talking about trying to get him to come back to the college ranks. They talking about Golden for Florida, but it's like at this point, should he leave Florida? I mean, UNC is UNC, but like what he's built at Florida, is it really much of a difference now? Like I'm just trying to gauge all possible scenarios and where do we end up? Because you hire a coach.
I think what you're saying is a good point. I just think it's a looking ahead thing. Like,
for sure.
Because I think the part that you're missing is that like a lot of what you talked about happened in the past and some years ago. Like when you talk about Hubert Davis's national championship happened,
that was his first
ago.
year.
That's what I'm saying. I think I'm saying I think the trajectory. I mean, that's kind of like and I know it's hard to say because Mike Tomlin spent 20 years in Pittsburgh. But when you think of the Hubert Davis thing, like I'm just saying, like you talk about a coach leaving, the next coach national championship or Super Bowl, and then afterwards it don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, it don't feel like that coach really laid an imprint and foundation on the team that was for the positive. And I think the reason I'm comparing it is because some would argue that the Steelers kept Mike Tomlin 10 years too long, right? Like some would argue, like, and so that's what I'm saying is, to me, what UNC did was a looking ahead thing. We see where this train is about to go. This train is steadily moving at the same pace. It's going, you know what I'm saying? This car is going 60 miles an hour down the road. It ain't doing much. It ain't doing nothing crazy. It ain't going fast. It ain't going slow. It's not going to crash and burn, but it ain't going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like my car is cool, but that car could be better. Like, and car could be better. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what UNC is looking at, in the sense they're like, yeah, we've been cool. We ain't been bad. We ain't been terrible. But we ain't been UNC either, though. We ain't been UNC either. And is he going to bring us back to being UNC? I think that's like the bigger question. And I think it's important to understand who Hubert Davis is to UNC. I think that's a big proponent of this conversation, is that Hubert Davis to UNC is a player, an assistant coach, a head coach, a community, you know what I'm saying? Like, and those are all great things. But what I think UNC didn't want was, let's not be 10 years into this thing or 12 years or 15 years into this thing, looking at this thing like, when is this clock going to burn out? Like, when is he going to retire? When is he just going to move on? We need him to leave. Like, you don't want to run into a Pittsburgh Steelers situation where you the front office and you kind of looking at this thing like, another year it is. Another year being good, just not good enough. Just not, you know what I'm saying? I hope he's retiring soon. I hope he's thinking about leaving soon. I hope he's ready to go and do something different, because we don't want to fire him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's much better to go ahead and get it out the way. Let's get on to the next thing and hope for the best. And I think in that, what you talk about is like, who is going to be the next guy? I don't know who's going to be the next guy. I don't think UNC knows who's going to be the next guy, but I do think they knew that they didn't like the route that this was going, in terms of like just mediocrity. Like, we're going to be cool. We ain't going to never be bad under Hubert, but I think you can make that same case for anybody though. Like, you'll never be bad under Hubert, but you'll never really be bad under anybody. You're UNC. So you're going to get players good enough that should make the tournament every year. You're going to get players and teams good enough that should give you 20 wins, should make the tournament. And that's why I say all of that is baseline, because it's kind of like the next coach going to be able to do that too. Now, will they lose in the first round? I don't know. That's up for interpretation. But the assumption is that if we're UNC and we're good, we're the brand that UNC is, I can bring in anybody to win me 20 games and get me to the tournament. But who's going to give me UNC back? And I think that's what they have to find out and figure out.
Yeah. Like, for me, for how I view the situation is like, yeah, if Caleb came back, y'all would have made a run. I believe so. I don't care what nobody says. But the thing is, y'all had a talented enough team to make it at least to the round of 32. And that's
I disagree.
And because losing to VCU and the way you guys lost, it's like, okay, that's the breaking point because you don't want to glorify a Final Four run in his first year. He's been there for already 5. And if we continue down the road, like Kobe said, it's gonna be mediocre. And I feel like the mediocrity is not the standard at UNC because UNC, we we see teams like UConn, we see teams like Arizona, we see other blue bloods taking over. And now Michigan with Dusty May, that trajectory is higher than UNC's right now. But when we look at the history of UNC and how that brand is built, when we talk about college basketball, UNC should be the first 3 teams being said. They haven't been a top 5 performing team in the past 5 years. Is it still a blue blood? Yes. Has it taken a hit because of Hubert Davis? Yes. But I think if you can get a coach that can come in and win and get those results, I feel like that can be good. A couple coaches I can see them targeting, it's calling them. It's like Nate Oates from Bama. I think you can call him, see what he's talking about. I know it's 1 year at Iowa, Ben McCullum. I say you can call him, see what he's talking about. Another coach that I was thinking, Golden. I feel like Golden's the one I'll be looking at, in my opinion, because that Florida team was so upperclassmen heavy. And it's like that roster turn next year is like, do I feel like dealing with this? Do I feel like going through a whole nother process of rebuilding and retooling to where if I come to UNC, I already have a proven track record at San Francisco, at Florida. Now I go to a real blue blood like UNC, and I have X amount of money for NIL. I feel like it can work. I feel like the feeling of UNC isn't just a coach that can just come in and just make things shape. I think it's the camaraderie from the community because the community, they were behind Hubert after year 1, but after that, you seen the support deteriorate less and less. Like, yeah, people were still sticking up for him, but you didn't see Tar Heels be united as they once were. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's what my thing is. I feel like UNC basketball, if they want to get back to it, I feel like Nate Oates should get a call. Billy Donovan's going to get a call for sure. Golden for sure is going to get a call. Another coach, Vanderbilt coach is going to get called too. I feel like he's really done good at Vandy, and that right there is something so to watch out for, from in my opinion. But yeah, because I saw clips of people like arguing. I think it was like Theo Pence in his podcast, how they was arguing about it, and he was just saying like, what he said? He said UNC is the brand for college basketball. But now I feel like 2 things can be right. It can be, but at the same time, some people might have overtaken their spot in that sense.
No, for sure. That's a good breakdown of the situation for sure. I just hopefully, obviously, like you say, in UNC being one of the blue bloods, they should get them a coach that's gonna be ready to step in and hopefully bring them back to what they used to be or what they're trying to become again. But
Yeah.
like I said, all of that's easier said than done. So even as good as it sounds, they can get there and they can be worse again. And now you setting it back. So like, hopefully they just get the hire right. You went with Roy. It's funny because like Syracuse and North Carolina have some similarity as far as long-time coaches retiring, them picking their successor, and their successor not living up to the pressure or the potential that was placed on them. So it's gonna be interesting to see, but I can't deny, like you say, UNC not what it was, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, like if you look at it, if we can go a list of programs that I can say that has been better than UNC in the past 5 years, it's like Houston, Arizona, Duke, Kansas per se. You can say, will I say Villanova? No. Florida. Yeah, it's like that's already a list of 5 teams, and like Houston's not a blue blood. I feel like, can you say Michigan as well? That's the thing. I feel like that right there is like already a trend that doesn't want to be a continued trend for Carolina and everything.
My fault, game.
Nah, you good, brother. Nah, okay.
Um,
There is a second chance
go
bracket.
ahead.
There's a second chance bracket. So are we doing that as a pod?
It's not looking too good. Anybody?
Yeah.
I mean, us three, we can pull it
I'm
off.
cool with that too.
We can
Yeah.
pull it off.
Yeah, we can. Let's finish any news first.
All right.
Oh, well, there it is. Bill Self said he's not retiring. Jay, what happened to Georgia, man?
What happened to Georgia?
Yeah,
players weren't mentally there. I mean, who said it? Jeremiah Wilkinson said it best. Was like, you can't get mad at the fact that you're not scoring, but then you're gonna allow your man to score, and now we're gonna continue to be in the hole of this deficit. And it's like the effort wasn't there. Players, it's like it's the NCAA tournament. We shouldn't have an effort of a Tuesday or a midweek regular season game. Like that effort shouldn't be there. This is do or die time in that sense. I feel so the urgency wasn't there for Georgia, so they got what they deserve. Like if you don't move with urgency in the NCAA tournament, you're gonna lose. So that's my thing, and I feel like so they got what they came for.
Sorry, I was reading something crazy. Cool. Let's see.
Gavin Doty entered the transfer portal. I know
he did.
Yeah, he accused Locke.
He's accused.
Yeah.
Okay, so Q's
he's going to be in orange.
Build me like the archetype of the Q's for next year. Of what
I can't, and here's the reason why.
Okay.
The reason is I don't think there's enough info on Jerry Mack on who he is and what he actually wants and what he likes. Now, that being said, you have to factor in Syracuse budget. And the problem with that is like it's too many factors around this thing that could go very right or go very wrong. Let's start with Syracuse budget. We're hearing all of this talk about, these guys are ready to pour into the sports, to the athletics. These new guys, obviously, we got a new president, getting a new AD too, right?
Yeah, he hired now, I believe.
Yeah. Brian. I can't remember. Yeah, Brian, new AD, new president. Still got to get a new GM, and we just got a new head coach. So how persistent are they going to be in pouring money into this program? Who's coming back to pour the money into the program? Who's going to be around? A lot of cryptic tweets from Adam Weitzman that's saying that lead a lot of people to believe that he's coming back. Obviously with Melo being there, that's a good situation. Obviously with Jerry Mack coming back, we know that he was pouring money into the Siena situation. But the money is obviously the big thing. Are we going to actually get up to that top third of the ACC in money? If we can do that, I believe Jerry Mack can go and get what he wants. Now, back to what you were asking originally, what is the perfect situation? What does the perfect situation look like? The perfect situation starts with that. Starts with him getting his money, starts with him being able to build what he wants, but we don't know what he wants. Obviously and clearly, he was at Siena. So like what he was able to do at Siena and what he plans to do at Syracuse, I would imagine are two different things. What I can imagine from knowing who Jerry Mack is, the player, I can imagine he's going to want some tough, gritty guys. Jerry Mack is one of those guys that was probably never supposed to be who he was, right? I'm talking about in his playing days. This is a guy who was never supposed to be a Syracuse legend, who was never supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, a guy that you're talking about as a counterpart to Carmelo Anthony and getting this team to a national championship, and winning and helping this team win, you know, a Big East tournament in his junior year, to helping this team do a lot of different things. But obviously, he did all of those things. He doesn't do all of those things without working hard and being gritty. That being said, also though, I could see that if this NIL thing doesn't I don't know, work out to the best of his ability or to where he wants it to go, I think that this can still be a good team until it does get there, for the simple fact that, like, I'm sure he's going to bring in dogs. He ain't bringing in a bunch of NIL guys that's going to be like, oh, like this is a money grab situation. And I don't think you can bring players to Syracuse like that anyway. Like, you're not paying nobody. Like, you can't pay somebody enough to come to the Code. You gotta pay somebody that wants to be there. You know what I'm saying? And then that person has to know that the money not gonna be Miami money. It's not gonna be Oregon money. It's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be Duke money. It's not gonna be UNC money. Like, it's gonna be Syracuse money, man. It's gonna be Syracuse money. Take it or leave it. Like, it's gonna be somebody that want to take it. You know what I'm saying? So I think Jerry just gonna have to put his fingerprint on this program. And I think Gavin Doty's a good start, because even if Gavin Doty's not, is that even his first name? I don't know why. Is that his first name? I think it's his first name. I don't know.
Yeah, Gavin.
Yeah, I thought it was Gavin. I think Gavin is a good start, because even if that NIL dollar does get high and Jerry McNamara can bring in a player who's probably better than Gavin Doty, what you will have is Gavin Doty is going to be a Jerry McNamara guy. Hey, I'm going to be in here. We're going to be in practice, and I'm picking you up full 94 every day in practice, and you're going to work to have this starting job. This ain't going to be no, you know what I'm saying? Gavin Doty going to be one of them 6-man players that's running with the second unit in practice, and he giving you work every day. You're going to be the guy that's like, I need my ankle hurt. My ankle hurt, coach, and Gavin gonna be out there like, bro, I don't care nothing about that. Like, you working all day, you know what I'm saying?
So you're saying when Gavin comes to Syracuse, he'll be the 6th man?
I can't say that for fact or for certain. Because I don't know what type of coach Jerry McNamara is. Jerry McNamara could very well be one of those guys that's like, I'm not just throwing the best basketball players out there. I'm throwing my hardest workers out there. You going and Gavin Doty may be that guy that's like, oh, it might be a point guard that's better than me, but he ain't gonna outwork me, and coach gonna start me because of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could see Jerry Mack being one of those types of coaches where it's like, yeah, they're very well maybe a point guard better than him, but is there a guy that's going to outwork Gavin? I don't know about that. And you give Gavin Syracuse resources, like those facilities are beautiful up there, bro. Like, those facilities are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You give him Syracuse resources. Like, I don't know if he is the 6th man or not. I don't know if he starts or if he's the 6th man. I can't say for fact or for certain, but
all depends on that NIL budget.
Yeah,
you seen the very first thing they did after they announced he accepted a job. They got that boy sending emails, making videos about the alumni and all the fans giving money to the program, stuff like that. Giving Day. That was strategically planned. Like, I think there's gonna be interest of raising more money for the program. How much money they will end up with? It's a whole nother question. Do I think they're gonna give them more leeway as far as like spending wise, budget wise than they gave Red? I do think so, because I feel like they've, or at least with the new president and the new AD, I feel like they'll understand that, like, you want to win and compete, you're gonna have to spend some kind of money.
Facts.
Some kind of money. So, and with that, and bringing back somebody as loved as McNamara, like, you have the writing on the wall for something special. Now it's about everything you do in between. Like you say, we don't know too much about how he wants to coach this team because obviously coaching at a higher level. Like Kobe said, I don't expect him to do the same exact stuff he did at Siena, but like he'll bring some pieces of that to the big leagues. But once we figure out kind of where he wants to go as far as like play style, what he like in certain positions, it'd be easier to predict what the team looks like. But I have probably more hope for them than I've had in the last couple years for sure. So I know this. I can't say 25 wins next year, but
yeah, not yet. I was about to get to that. I was gonna let you finish.
yeah, but I can't say 25 wins, but like I do think they'll be a lot more competitive next year, and that's at least a start. And we'll see what the roster end up looking like. But Cayenne has to take a jump next year. Like he's gonna be there, and I think that's gonna be one part of their solution if he can make that jump from his freshman to sophomore year. And like I don't know if y'all seen Melo talking about him and how he wants Cayenne to play with pace, something like SGS, SGA and stuff like that. So like I ain't saying that's gonna happen, but if we can see the development and you get somebody like, you know what I'm saying, Gavin's gonna be there, and we ain't saying he's gonna be Melo or nobody like that, but you got a proven player, like he's gonna produce. He may not be the starter, but you got one player at least you can already rely on, and he'll find other ones. So we're gonna see what happens, but it's some sunny, sunny skies up in Syracuse. But like Kobe said, it's about who wants to be there. Because like once you get in that nitty gritty up in Syracuse, boy, shit start looking a lot different. All that snow on the ground, we wearing all them coats, them boots. All that look a lot more different then. So we're gonna see though.
You ain't even call it in, bro. You just took off. You ain't even
Bro,
tell
no
nobody
call, no
you
show.
taking off.
He no call, no show.
Yeah, that's that ain't
that.
Yeah, you can't get paid for your time off without putting the time in. You just took off. We can fire you for that. You call no show. You can't do that. You gotta call somebody and say, "Hey, I'm taking off tonight."
Boy, yeah.
It's probably that blue cheese, bro. That blue cheese probably got him. You know what I mean? He probably had to put in sick time, bro.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, I just read that LSU going after Will Wade to be their head coach.
Yeah, I've seen that on Twitter today. That's done.
Will Wade, bro.
Oh wow.
It's what they're doing. They're hiring a deputy AD strictly for basketball, and he has strict connection, I think, with Manice. So I think he's calling Will like, hey, like come take up LSU again.
So he was there before too. So like I do think
he got fired for doing what's legal now.
Yeah, so come on, bro. I feel like that's probably a deal already done. They're gonna figure out that buyout, but NC State gonna be hot.
Oh, NC State, it's pissed. Like fans already saying how like weird Will Wade is and like why he just come to NC State and do that. He could just stay at Manice for an extra year and stuff like that.
No, you can't. You can't jump from McNeese. You can't jump from McNeese. You can't jump from McNeese to just go anywhere, bro. You gotta go to the. You know what I mean? You gotta go P4 first. You can't just. Who knows if he knew? And who knows if he knew bro was going to be going to LSU to give him that job? You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's like he might not have known that. Like he might have thought he was going to be at NC State for 2-3 years.
Nah, but
I don't know who NC State thought they was anyway. Y'all thought Will Wade was going to stay there for 3 years? Like, come on, bro.
Nah, bro. I knew he was going to be like year max 2, bro. Like, Will.
Yeah, like I did think he was going to give him 2. I did think he was going to give him 2, but but I don't know who they thought they were. Like,
no, but yeah, I think, bro, Will Wade tangents were so funny during the season. He literally said how one player stayed to work out while the other was went to a YoungBoy concert. He was like, I trusted him in that moment. I gave him the ball for that reason. He was in the gym while they was out to a YoungBoy concert. Bro, when I tell you that had me crying, I was like, hey, bro.
Will Wade just don't care, bro. He gonna have folks accountable down there at LSU.
But I mean, with that budget, and then we already saw him with success in the SEC with the Calipari's at Kentucky, Tennessee, like all that other stuff. Like, Hey, he come that SEC tripping. Hey, that's a coach of the year candidate right there.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna be here long, man. Let's go ahead. Let me see. Let's do this. Second chance right quick. Create a bracket.
Guys, I feel like this is a good group. We won't argue. We are very logical. I think this isn't a bunch of rage baiters tonight, so I think we're good. I think we good. Come on, chat. Just let me know, please. I think we can be good, bro. It's gonna be a couple games where we're gonna have to sit here and talk, but I feel like we can overcome.
All right, bet. We ready?
Yes.
Consensus, Duke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michigan State, UConn.
This game is hard for me.
That's the game. That's the game for me.
I want to pick UConn though, but like they don't move the needle for me like they had in the past. You feel me? Like still a group. They have some crazy sets too. But like,
bro, what? Twitter be exposing them for that. But
hell yeah.
But the thing is, for me, is like if the opposing team has a guard that can control the pace and control the game, like a Jeremy Fears, I feel like it gives them a way better chance to beat them because UCLA had Donovan Dent, but Donovan Dent was turning over the ball crazy against UConn. And I feel like Jeremy Fears won't be the same person as Donovan Dent turn the ball over. And plus, like Izzo versus Hurley.
I was about to say, who you trust more? You trust Dan or you trust Izzo?
What do we think Cohen Carr gonna look like in this game? I think
I was about to say if he play how he played the other day, my goodness.
Just give me 1 3.5, a corner 3. Make them come out.
You give me 1.5, bro. They mess around win this joint, bro.
That's
what I'm saying. So like I feel like he probably the X factor, right? He have a good game. They got a pretty good chance to win.
You know what? Give me Sparty, bro. Give me Sparty.
Sparty?
Yeah, I feel like Sparty can.
I ain't mad at it.
Let's do it. Iowa, Nebraska.
Oh,
great bump. It's gonna be inside.
They beat my sleeper team, so this is gonna be it. They beat my sleeper team. Nebraska beat my super team in
Yeah.
So, am I hate watching, or am I gonna be logical?
I don't know, bro. I feel like Nebraska showing everybody they're actually better than we really thought they was. Like we knew they was good, but they might really be. They might be on one.
Yeah. For that fact, give me Nebraska. It's gonna be close.
I feel like I ain't really watched neither one of these teams hoop for real. So like I would be guessing at this point. Well, I'm gonna trust y'all too for the, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I did say in the chat that I had let them auto pick the junk and they picked Nebraska to win the whole thing. So like they must know something about these boys.
This is Cole's favorite team, so we're gonna go. This is Houston.
It's too easy, bro. It's too easy.
I do think it's gonna be a good game, though.
Nah, it would be.
Yeah, sure. Arizona, Houston.
Arizona, Arkansas. Give me
Arkansas. My fault. I'm tweaking.
Give me Arizona. I think Arkansas is gonna keep it close, but I feel like that 8 run at the around the 3-minute mark will be the deciding factor in the end of it. So give me Arizona.
Ty?
I'm not. Arizona's the better team, but like I feel like the best player in that court that day is gonna be Acuff, and because of that, I just don't know if I can rule them out 100% yet. And it's like I know you feel like the game close, Arizona's gonna run away. I don't know. I feel the game close. Acuff might lift them boys up, but
bro.
Whole team wise, I'm gonna roll with Arizona. But if Arkansas win, I'm not gonna be mad, you know. But we're gonna roll with Arizona. It's cool.
Texas, Purdue.
I can't get
rolling, bro. Texas rolling.
That's the thing. Like,
Texas rolling, bro.
Do you think this couple day break is gonna kind of like kill their momentum
Cool
a
them
little
off.
bit?
Cool
Yeah,
'em off.
that's my biggest question.
That's always my biggest fear.
it's not even that. It's like Texas bigs and Texas big. That Texas big can go against any Purdue big. But which Texas guard gonna keep up with Braden Smith? That's my
always been the question.
And it's like we all talk about guard play helps win championships. We have to go with and this particular instance, the best floor general.
I'm not mad at it, bro. I mean, they done had a good run in Texas. I don't know if anybody thought they'd have made it this far to begin with. So it's
No
like
one did.
Michigan Bama for like football season.
no cap.
Man, give me Michigan, bro. Aiden Holloway did not make the trip, but it's all good. I just saw a tweet. Aiden Holloway did not make that trip, so that Rico is growing day by day.
Rico is going day by day.
Yeah, they trying to get bro for real.
Tennessee, Iowa State.
I'm gonna sound like P on this. I'm picking Tennessee, but
I might have to take Tennessee.
Hey, I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad because Iowa State, Jefferson. I don't know if
he's gonna play, and I know they escaped Kentucky, but I don't.
And they were trying to double that. Nah, Tennessee's too much experience for that.
Consensus, Duke.
Yeah, tough game. Whenever we play Michigan State, Izzo's gonna give us hell. But give me Duke. Houston.
Yeah.
Zona.
You going Zona?
Yes, sir. Oh my god,
bro! They gotta lose at some point, bro. Y'all gotta chill, bro. I gotta chill.
I mean, next round, I guess.
Next round, I guess. All right, bro. Cool. Whatever.
All right. So our final four is Duke, Houston, Arizona versus Michigan.
Oh, I was say is that all 1 seeds, but Houston the 2 seed.
Houston the 2 seed. Give me Duke. Getting their revenge from 2024.
How we rolling, Duke, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. My original bracket, I picked Duke to win.
We get Caleb Foster back,
but I don't know, bro. It's something about this Houston team. Something about them. It's something about them.
We're saying this. We're saying this now.
I'm gonna pick Duke because that was my first instinct when I very first even looked at this, bro. So I'm a roll with my first instinct. But okay, don't pull that shit I was pulling against Siena. No, be coming out in that mess though. We're gonna have some problems.
Hey, bro. I let it be known. Hey, Shire's not going for it. I'll let that be known right now. Arizona, Michigan. Let's go ahead and
Arizona, bro.
Let's go ahead and pack up. So Leonard Boy, let him be 25 in his rookie year in the NBA.
Duke.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's gonna be one of them ones though. 148.
Tom?
Yeah, that's cool. I was gonna say like 147, so like 148. It's a cool number.
Let's just max it out and go 150. Sure.
Okay, let's go 150.
Nah, that's cool. Let's stay where we at. All right.
I'm not mad at it. I do think Bama can get them boys though.
It's not even that because Bama can get them, but they gonna have to like show up. Like, how long gonna have to?
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
Yeah. And it's like I won't discredit him or saying he won't, but in that sense, I don't know, brother.
For sure. Jay, I know you gotta keep 3, cut 7 or 8 or whatever it was, cut 9. I think you had, but
yeah,
we just gonna hold it.
We're gonna hold it.
You want to do it?
I mean, we
can. You want to do it? I mean,
we can. Like, I ain't gonna lie, we can. I can cut some up. I can cut some more stuff up. We can for sure.
What you think about what Coach Jack said after the game, Kobe? I don't know if you've seen that too, Jay, but it's been a little
about Syracuse always being in UConn.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, like respectfully, like I can agree with that in the sense, like every single year we're playing UConn, we can't travel, we can't leave upstate, we can't leave the north. But I mean, I agree with her, but I do agree with the people that was telling her, like, you just gotta get better players and you gotta be better. I feel it. So if you don't want to be put in that position, win more and come with better results. But two things can be true at the same time. But y'all more in tune with the Syracuse community than I am. So what do y'all think?
I'm like I said, I agree with the sentiment because it's not just about her time at Syracuse. It's about her time at Buffalo too. Like she was playing UConn then. So like when you look at it like that, I get what she's saying because like at one point or another, bro, I'm tired of playing them niggas too. Every time I make the tournament, I gotta play them. Like every time. Knowing like we know what they is, bro. Like damn, like and then you know that round of 32 game is at their home court. So I understand the sentiments, bro. The part about them being better too, bro, that's 100% true, bro. I watched the beginning of that game. I don't know how much leeway we got to be going after the game saying all that when I physically watched what was displayed. It's a tough draw, but being around her and like covering a team when I was there, like she's a real stand-up individual. Like she cares about her players. She's a great person. It's like nothing she said I don't think was an ill intent. It was just trying to bring more awareness to the fact. And like maybe if they make the tournament next year, they get put in a different region. But like somebody made the point that no matter who they played, bro, they probably got beat by 30 or 40. That's a good assumption too, because like all the top seeds was handing out ass whoopings. So I feel her on that though. Like maybe let's go play South Carolina or Texas, and like we might still got our ass whooped, but damn, let us change the scenery a little bit. Like I feel it, but like you say at the end, bro, they just gotta get better. But it's tough. It's tough on them because who wants to play UConn every single year, especially with that program? So like, it's hard.
I feel it. I'm just like, it's annoying, but it's like, what do you?
You're gonna have to play them if you. You're
gonna have to play them regardless. Like you just like, and I think whoever made the point, they're like, wherever you went, you was probably getting beat by 30. Is I think the point that the committee would make to push back on that is like, this is different. This is different if we talking about South Carolina having to run into UConn every year, where we feel like we actually genuinely might be missing out on something that could be great. Come national championship time. I think that would be, you know what I'm saying? That would be more feasible. Like if Don was like, yo, we missing out on what could be a great national championship because we got to play these girls in the round of 32 every year. Like, I think then we would be having a different conversation. I think the problem is with Syracuse is like, until you are, one of them ones, and until you can show that you like will be knocking off top dogs and you make the committee feel like they really missing something, like it's kind of like, I don't know what to tell you. Like you're gonna have to
play. Like they was at halftime with more turnovers than points, bro. Like that's nasty. That's nasty.
Like you come out the half and you got 12 points. Like it ain't much we need to be talking about. Like it ain't much we need to be talking. And I think that's where my like, and here's the problem. The problem is I love Coach Jack. I just don't love this look on Coach Jack. Like this look on Coach Jack is very like Coach Jack, this ain't you. This ain't you. This ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate when good people do things that make me like, come on, bro. Like, And maybe it's because I ain't no sympathy vote type of dude. Like maybe that's why I feel the way I feel, because I'm like, bro, like to do what? To go to Sacramento and lose to UCLA, or go to the South region and lose to Texas, or go to the East region and lose to UConn, or not the UConn, to South Carolina or LSU or whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just think those are the things that's just like, I think that's just one of them things that just kind of like kind of make you wince a little bit when you hear it from your coach. Like come on, don't do that to us. Don't do that to us. You want somebody to give us some sympathy, and I don't like that. As a player, I wouldn't like that. Like I'd be like, don't be out here asking for sympathy, and we just got beat by 60. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, like that make you feel crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you on that for sure. Cause like,
is there new stuff in this? Is there new stuff in this that I missed?
I know Cam had him on his pod, and then Ryan Clark tweeted something out about it. That's the last thing I seen about it, though. So, like, I know they got like long-standing beef already.
That's
but
what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know it was
recently.
anything new.
But I don't know about. I don't really care for it, to be honest. Like, it ain't affecting my life.
Bro, that's like two aunts that argue at the same cookout every year. Like, you know it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's like, so what? Nah, but y'all heard what Jaylen Brown said about the 65 game rule for the awards for NBA.
He said it was cool when. Yeah, like it's cool because they said everybody was happy about it because they were load managing. Now this year they want to get away from it because some of the players won't make the criteria, stuff like that. I heard what he said. It's some truth into it, but like I don't know if the 65 game rule was needed in general. That's just me. Cause like
I think it's tough when and here's the problem. When you have people like Jaylen Brown who play in the league, and Jaylen Brown is the type of coworker that you really don't like. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Jaylen Brown is the type of coworker that you don't like. Jaylen Brown is the type of coworker that's like, yo, like, chill, bro. Like, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jaylen Brown, the type of coworker that don't never take no time off. You know what I'm saying? He don't never do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Bosses may not love him, but they love him. But bosses may not love him, but they don't hate him either. You know what I'm saying? He just always in good standing. Like, you work hard, he come to work every day. You know what I'm saying? He go home. He don't too much kick it with the team after work. None of that. When Jaylen Brown say stuff like this, it's like, bro, I get it. I get where you're coming from, because you are the type of guy that we know for fact and for certain is going to play more than 65 games every year. On the flip side of that, we about to have some nasty teams with some players that truly don't deserve what they about to get. Some nasty teams, probably some awards that's like, I can't really speak much to the awards because the awards is kind of like a singular person. I'm sure you can always find a singular person that should win an award. Like Wemby's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year, probably, and he should. You know what I'm saying? Like, but imagine Wemby did all of this and he played 62 games. Should he not still be able to win Defensive Player of the Year? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I like the rule. I like what they were trying to do with the rule. I think the rule just kind of gets away from the actual point of awards, so to speak. Like,
so here's my question: should the NBA shorten their season?
Do we need 82? Like, I think that's always my answer. My answer always is: do we need 82? Do we need 82 to know who's
to like, answer that question by itself? No, but what it comes down to, money, and if they're gonna replace them games with something else, that's what it's gonna come down to. Like, they don't need 82 games, but they're gonna find a way to recruit that money somehow.
Yeah.
So whether we now playing the playoff tournament turns into a 7-game series now because we done cut 10 games at the end of the year. Now we got extra teams having some crazy stuff will happen if they do that. But I think it'll fix load management. So there's give and take everywhere with it. I don't know, but I mean, who's really tuning in for all 82 games in the season as a fan? Like depending on who you like anyway, you can't watch all 82 games. So
I say
how many games are you really watching?
65.
Now, if we shorten the season to, well, I think they always been talking about like a 70 or 71 range or something like that. If you shorten the season to that and you don't play 65 of them, okay, all right, cool, I get it. But now, like Ty said, you got money that's on the loose. It's a lot of things that go on in shortening the season. I just think you definitely don't need 82. I don't know, bro. All of these conversations get nasty because I think we're so accustomed to a lot of things within the league. They're like, if you shorten the season, now we're gonna have complaints about that. If you do this, we're gonna have to complain about that. Like, that's gonna turn into a complaint about this. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Above our pay grade. Go ahead, run your joint, bro.
All right. Keep 3, cut 9, college guards. Okay. First guard, Cassius Winston.
From
Michigan State.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say cut.
Yeah, I'm cutting. I'm hoping that there's better stuff on here. 2,
Trey Burke.
In college, I'm gonna have to probably say keep.
Okay.
We only got 3 on.
That's true. That's true too. But
yeah, I'm not.
I mean, we still early, so let me know. You don't look at the stats or something. Let me know something.
2 years. What do you want? Player of the year? Yeah, you want a player of the year? Did they win a chip? Michigan didn't win no chip this time.
They didn't win it.
Yeah.
They win it.
And we got 12 people in total.
Yeah.
Not mad if you say cut. We can roll with that. We still early in the list.
Yeah, we can cut, bro.
Okay. Marcus Page.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
Did y'all win in 2016 when he?
Nah, that's Villanova year, ain't it? Like he hit that crazy shot, and then they end up hitting that shot.
Yeah.
Like he was cool. That was some. Look now, we talking guards in college, hey. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we keeping?
We can cut. I fuck with Marcus though, but we can cut.
Okay, yeah, we can cut. I just cut a AP player of the year, William Nesmith award winner. I just cut it. I just cut one we probably should have kept.
Okay. Buddy Hield.
I wish I'd have known you was doing. I wish I'd have known you was doing it like this though, because he was a guard, but he was like a
combo. You thinking like 2-3 ish or?
Yeah, like I'm thinking we doing like points again. And he played all 4.
Yeah, he made it to that Final Four and then lost to Villanova.
I'm gonna cut.
Okay. Next player, Frank Mason from Kansas.
I keep
regretting more. Yeah, I'm regretting more and more cutting Trey, bro. Yeah, give me Frank. I'm keeping him.
Next player up, Peyton Pritchard.
I like Peyton, but we can cut.
Yeah, cut him.
Next player on the list, Carson Edwards.
He was nice at Purdue, but I think we got better names than that list that we already done. What is this, like 7? He like game 7?
It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 left.
Got 1, got 5 left. I'm probably gonna say cut. And I'm about to roll my dice with the last 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Again, I cut Trey Burke.
Next player, Jimmer Fredette.
Keep.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely. Yeah, when I was young, that was tough. That boy might have been the most popular white man in the black community. Hey, no cap.
Okay. Yeah, I got one more keep left. 4 left. One more keep. 4 players left remaining. Jalen Brunson.
At
Nova. It's college.
Yeah.
It's college.
Nigga.
Yeah,
I remember. Oh, but golly.
Yeah, he was moving like that.
Right,
he was moving like that. That boy cold reaction.
Because I remember him being cold, but like
He was that.
his college joint looked crazy.
Yes, he was that. He was that.
Average damn near 20 his joint here when they won the chip. And he got 2 chips. Ooh. Nah.
Bruh.
Hey, that joint just got a little ugly. I ain't gonna lie.
We got Jimmer and
Frank
Mason.
No, I'm mad I kept Frank, bro. I just kept Frank just because I was getting scared, bro. That was scary of me. Not that Frank was a bad player, but
I understand what you're saying.
Get crazy.
I feel like, and we got what, 2 names after this?
1, 2, 3. Y'all want to cut Jalen Brunson?
For the plot, I'm gonna cut him.
I'm gonna acknowledge that I forgot how elite he was in college, and I'm gonna cut for the plot just because we got 3 names left, bro. Oh well, go ahead.
But shout out to bro because he was getting off.
Yeah, he was getting to it.
Okay. Russ Smith at Villanova. Russ Smith at Louisville.
His name is oddly familiar.
He won a natty.
And he got a
he played all 4.
Mm-hmm.
That boy averaged 18 back-to-back seasons.
Back to back. How many we got left? 2?
Yeah. And he beat Trey Burke in a natty.
He did do that.
Ooh. Ooh.
Got him. Why not?
Next player up, Quinn Cook.
I'm cool. We can cut that.
Yeah.
What's the last name?
All right. So you guys decided to cut Cassius Winston, Marcus Page, Quinn Cook, Trey Burke, Carson Edwards, Buddy Hield, Peyton Pritchard, Jalen Brunson, and Russ Smith. But you guys decided to keep Frank Mason, Jimmy Fredette, and your last keep was Shabazz Napier.
I'm not mad, actually.
I'm not mad.
Napier had me hoping he was
going. Might have been one
going.
of my favorite players, like when I was growing up. Like, and I swore he was gonna be cold in the league.
I was about to say that. Watching him at UConn had me hyped when he was about to get in the league, but
yeah.
I'm not mad at that, bro.
Yeah, he definitely got 2 natties. He ain't do much for that first one, but
he was the Robin. That was the Kimber year.
Yeah.
And he was a freshman.
I ain't mad at the list. That was a good list though. Had some good pulls in that jump.
Definitely can run that joint back. But all right, man. It's another edition of GRG Game Recognized Game Podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell their mama, all that good stuff. If you made it this far, we appreciate you for rocking with us. We'll be back at some point real soon. Gonna have some big news coming. I got some things going on. Yeah, man. We're gonna get out of here.